As UK's leadership struggles to keep pace with brutal reality, that room's stunned reaction says it all. Doubts are exploding faster than ever. Did he handle the crushing pressure, or did this single moment rip open a far bigger crisis hiding in plain sight? The truth is shocking. Who's really responsible, and what the hell happens next for Britain? Watch every second till the end, because this video will completely shatter how you see UK politics forever.
Churchill had a bit of mess to clear up from the previous government. Margaret Thatcher had a bit of mess to clear up from the previous government. But now we are facing an urgency. Why were we so unready to defend Cyprus? And the chiefs of staff are saying we need to be ready for war. So when are we going to be prepared, and prepared for what?
We are finalising the investment plan. That sits with the Strategic Defence Review.
Smacks of an enormous complacency.
Well, this smacks of the fact that for years there was underinvestment by the last government and the stripping out and following out of our armed forces.
You said that it would be coming very, very soon. It was promised by the autumn of last year. We're now at the end of March. Will this be produced before the Purdah period? And is the defence investment plan on your desk?
Yes, and we are finalising it, but I'm absolutely determined that I will make commitments with appropriate funding.
Thank you very much. And personnel is a really key issue too. What work are you doing with the Ministry of Defence to ensure that we are recruiting at the right rate that we need? Because there's been a long-standing issue with lack of personnel.
Yes, and thank you for raising that. We are turning around the recruitment, and we're now recruiting at a higher rate than was previously the case, holding on to people and retaining people for longer. I have no doubt that the fact that we put in place a pay increase that properly reflected the work that they're putting in, and have made commitments when it comes to things like homes and accommodation, are amongst the reasons for that. Not the only reasons, but they do matter, that people feel valued for the work that they're putting in. So we're turning that around. I have somewhere got the figures. I'm very happy to write to the committee and provide the details of them. But the direction of travel on retention and recruitment is now in the right place.
Thank you. Well, we know that the Defence Select Committee and the Public Accounts Committee have spent some time looking at those issues, so thank you for that.
Yes, and if there's any information that they need that they haven't got, I will obviously provide it.
Now to Bernard Jenkins MP.
Good afternoon, Prime Minister. But with the greatest respect about the Defence Investment Plan, the idea that the lack of the plan is not holding anything up is utterly ludicrous. Industry is crying out for certainty that it will bring, and the longer it's delayed, the longer that uncertainty exists. How can you create a 10-year plan without the Treasury making the necessary commitments for the next 10 years for the necessary levels of spending? And they won't do that. The Chancellor says it's not on her desk, which means she said no, and she sent it back to the Ministry of Defence. How are you going to resolve this?
Well, it's my job to resolve it. What I want to do is to make sure that the investment we need is going in, and that it's sustained over a 10-year period in accordance with the strategic review.
The timing is completely off. Leadership seems totally failing to understand the harsh ground reality and move quickly according to it. It feels like they are living in a completely different world. Looking at the reactions inside that room, it was crystal clear that doubts are skyrocketing fast, confidence is shaking badly, and this is just the beginning. A much bigger storm is coming. Now I want to hear straight from you. Did that leader confidently handle the massive pressure, stay calm and give solid answers? Or did this single moment expose his real weakness in front of everyone? Was this just a small mistake or a simple slip-up? Or did it reveal a dangerous deep crack in the entire leadership system, their thinking and their decision-making process?